On May 29th, 2017, I made my first video in a series of now 279 videos covering trailers for Fire Emblem Heroes. And now this is the last one. And to make that happen, I'm now wearing the same shirt, the Shantae shirt, as I did on that very first video. So yeah, so much time has passed since that first reaction. Like, I wasn't even prepared that first video. But, yeah, all complicated nonsense we had since then. But yeah, this is the last one. I'm not going to do any more fair reactions after this one. This is the last one. I said to myself, Book 9 is the last book I'm going to cover at all. And, yeah, here we go. The last banner on the cover is, of course, the one with Alfaðör. And since the Heimdallr trailer not too long ago, I think I saw a comment that people think that was Váli. And I'm thinking, okay, so if that's, Heimdallr and not Váli, then Váli's got to be in this banner. And yeah, of course, Váli's in this banner. So, yeah, because I haven't heard from her in a long time. So this is not a good time to actually bring her back. And now I think about it, it's probably an interesting thing to put, an idea to put. But anyway. Yeah, so anyway, for the occasion, this is the last fair reaction. So, I guess for the occasion, I think I might as well... Yeah. Let's put the green screen effect on. Just this once. So, yeah, let's see the final fair reaction. Here we go. Alright. Well, to be honest, like, because I don't particularly care about Alfaðör or Váli, since I'm definitely not going to attempt to pull them. So, I'm not going to attempt to pull for either of these characters, because, like, well, first of all, there's a Gullvig in the banner there. That's still pretty active. And that, well, I have no reason to pull them, so. But it's really just more of a formality as, like, the last banner. Who knows, maybe there's something interesting in here, aside from, those two. You guys know she already has a built-in miracle. That's actually kind of annoying. Oh, well, the animation is pretty sick. I'll give him that. Again, it's kind of, again, like, now we're seeing, like, the OCs treated more as, like, enemies more than, allies. So it's kind of interesting to see this. That because a lot of these are more defense oriented. But yeah, because usually like every single character released for these trailers are shown as player phase. But no, all of it. So a lot of these like not recently are more treated as defensive. But just showing how hard it is to kill them more than how easy for you to kill other people with them now are. I think there's a lot of like defense mythics, fair enough, but like it's just kind of odd, seeing this weird shift in like perspective, like they're more defensive characters.
If there is knowledge to be obtained, any cost is trivial.
Mm-hmm. See, like this one is like saying like, this is all player phase character. But yeah, I see there's definitely a lot of like res based stuff here. Not surprised at all. Use bonus effects as zone. Yeah, it just takes the bonus effects. But again, if you want to show how overpowered some of the characters are. You probably got an idea to show them with, like, against a green character more than a red character. You probably just say that he's not exactly that strong. That's kind of what I'm saying. It feels like he's not that strong.
I'll trick them.
Also, is there a need to delay the... I feel like this is just delaying the trailer. Because there's no need for slow playing this trailer.
Where to now?
Because like, why don't you just like cut to, you know, because of that. See, that's interesting. See, that part's interesting. So I'm gonna show like the, you know, they're gonna show stuff. Like,
Task.
cause like shows like, see, like this part I get, cause like bonus effects are part of Alfaðör's kit. I get that. That makes sense. But there's no reason to just delay the trailer just for that. You don't need to make it longer for it. Alright, now see, like, this guy is to make or break the banner. OC, OC, OC. Okay, Alfaðör's K. OC, 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 OC. Okay, Bray unit. New unit. There are lots of Book 8 stuff. There are a lot of Book 8 characters. Yeah. Okay, there's no way that he's not gonna come with backup. So anyway. Alright, I'm gonna say this right now. This trailer really took way longer than it should. Because like I remember there was a lot of the earlier trailers, they just cut to the point. But this one just they had to take too long just for the sake of taking too long. Like, is there, you know what, or maybe, you know what it really is? You know what, I think I know what it really is. I think I know what it really is. Is to, how long is the video? I just want to know how long the video is. Because, okay, so the video is in English. It's 4 minutes and 45 seconds. You know what I actually think? I think is to prevent the trailer from being converted to YouTube Shorts. Even though I think that's kind of what they wanted to do. I think they're trying to prevent it from being called YouTube Shorts. Because YouTube Shorts are maximum 3 minutes now, and it has been for a while now. I would know I made long YouTube Shorts. I think they're actually trying to prevent on purpose converting being forced to convert like the 9x16 videos into YouTube Shorts. That's why they take too long. Because some trailers actually do end up being YouTube Shorts, which does end up affecting how how people see them. Since usually when you go all normal videos, they put in, showing all the subscribers, they show it on the usual feed. But the Shorts feed is now different. The Shorts feed now separated from the normal subscription feeds. Now they'll show like something else. So considering that so many people make other Shorts, they might if the trailer is to convert into Shorts, then it might get drowned out by other Shorts that other subscriptions have put out. I think that's why. I think that's why it's that. But then again, it's over a minute and a half longer than the limit of YouTube Shorts. Again, they could just cut this unnecessary stuff out, and it could have still worked. Yeah, I feel like there's some issues with how it's presented. But this is the last one. I'm not going to do any more after this, so that's your problem now. So, the art for Váli, since I don't really care that much about the artworks of OCs, don't really pay attention to them that much. So I better just see what's up with the designs here. So Váli, for those who have not really seen Váli's artwork, it's interesting how the feathers on her hat, they reference Baldur because Baldur has this weird orange streak on her hair. So they put one orange feather on her hat to kind of signify that. Because despite little sister vibes, it's kind of obsessive little sister vibes. Now that I really think about it, now that I really actually think about it, Baldur, older sister, longish hair, and uses a sword. Hoder, the one with more of a bob cut, more bluer than usual, like kind of a bluer theme, I guess. And then Váli is quite pink, and wants to make a lot of reference to their older sister, maybe something they have in common. Did I just compare Baldur to Palla? I'm definitely gonna compare Baldur to Ash, that's for sure. So yeah, So Váli is the S of these three. Why not? I can see that. So the A and B are already known. So the new thing is the new inheritable C skill, no uplift attack speed. For units and allies within 3/3 centered on unit, grants S5 and allies deal 5 damage during their combat, so more 5 damage. Also, if they're being this both of them, I guess, has speed greater than the opponent, neutralizes stuff related to follow-ups. So okay, I don't really know that much of a use for it. I don't know who wants this particularly. It's more of a cool side grade to some other stuff. I don't think it's that necessary for now. Maybe there might be some character that could abuse this way better than Váli can, but I can't really think of a character that would. It's just kind of a more generic kind of inheritable thing you tend to see a lot. And so the one thing she gets new is her weapon, Invincible Sister. Because she has her weapon's actually a Balder doll. I mean, it's cool to have, like, you don't really see every day of Fire Emblem characters using dolls for weapons. Or just plushies in general. Dolls, plushies, etc. for weapons. Kind of like Lulu from Final Fantasy X now that I think about it. And they're both mages, so that works. I see great talent in here, so let's see what's it's about. Okay, so here. When special triggers... She has no special. I just realized. Oh no! Wait, no! This is a special. This is a special. I thought the weapon is the thing. I didn't know that's a special. So the special is called Invincible Sister. Anyway, when a special triggers Miracle, and once return on both phases, damage dealt by unit attacks and damage from both attacks, etc. 0. What the heck? Once per turn, enemy phase and enemy phase, damage dealt by units attacks, damage from foes attacks during that combat reduced to 0. So they don't do damage. Oh wait, okay. So you trigger a special, again 5 cooldown, activate Miracle, and once that Miracle's active, and also this at the same time, then you're essentially invincible. Okay, so with both phases, so about the unit attack damage from both attacks. Okay, so both of them have essentially to 0 damage at once the special triggers. After combat, grant cooldown -5, just so you can do it again. Heals 40, because 40 is usually the maximum amount of health that any generic character can have. So, yeah, usually whenever do like calculate HP, usually 40 is the minimum for almost every character. It's very rare to have a character with less than 40 HP that aren't from, like, I don't know, 5 years ago. Anyway, so usually, like, I think it's only, like, the very, very early, like, squishy mages have less than 40 HP. But 40 is, like, the standard minimum for every character. And then grants attack and speed great talent +10. And if you initiate combat, dance yourself. At the start of either phase, except for a summoner duel, so you can screw that, I guess, grants cooldown -5 until he's 40. Thank goodness. So, what? Okay, if you're just gonna use your special every turn, why have it at a 5 cooldown at this point? Because 5 cooldown at that point is like not going to matter. I was surprised that there's like something that prevents cooldown minuses, like cooldown stuff. Unit's first follow-up attack deals a variable damage based on the great talent. Damage reduction by 40%, and cooldown -2 because at that point, why not? Oh, and the great talent only activates twice. Really? I'm gonna say it's really. Like, was that even necessary to do? Like, all of it. Weapon, Enraptured God. Let's see here. Neutralizes effective in flying, not surprised. Grants speed with 3 and as counterattack because, again, with effective in flying, why not? Let's see here. Grants S5 to allies in 3 stages of a unit during combat, and these guys can also distant counter or counterattack regardless. So support unit. Like, that's a powerful support unit of all time. Why can we have what? Like, okay, so let me put this straight. Why isn't she a staff unit? At this point, why isn't she a staff unit? Because at that point, like, if you're just gonna be like complete support, just do support unit, support unit stuff. At that point, like, in turn to be invincible, be a defensive support unit. At that point, why aren't you a staff unit? For allies within 3 spaces of unit, if allies' HP is greater than 1, they get they heal almost. They heal might as well be full. Has miracle, grants great talent, +10, only activates once. And does not stack with non-special effects miracles. So it does not stack with non-special art miracle. So quarter start of combat bonuses to all the player number frozen 3/3. Neutralizes those bonuses. Deals a variable depending on great talent. Damage judgment based on speed. And piercing 50%. This is a support unit. Like, again, at that point, why isn't she like a healer? Like, because she grants healing stuff. Why not at this point? Grant freaking return to her to go heal, come back, and then if you're gonna heal most your allies to almost basically full health anyway, at that point, why not just be a healer? That's kind of what I kind of don't like about Váli. Because if she wants, I know she wants to be strong like her invincible sister. At that point, she should be a staff unit. Kind of don't understand why she needed to be a green mage for this. Because like if you're gonna be a staff unit, you're just gonna put razzle like raffle anyway, or just sort of say, oh, this unit does 4 times damage to not only negate raffle, but also if it does get negated, you still get double damage or normal damage, I guess. Alfaðör, Astra Mythic. Okay, yeah, I've already said my piece of freaking Alfaðör. I'm pretty sure I already made the video. Already released the video of the midpoint video with the Black Knight. But yeah, I already said my piece with Alfaðör. I freaking do not like him. Mainly because he just essentially reuses a lot of other like Fire Emblem Heroes villains. Their motivations are are not original, like at all. Oh, the whole he wants to get knowledge beyond all reason, just wants to gain knowledge at the cost of literally everything. This is something like any other villain would do. It's really like it's just same same villain, different flavor, I guess. And just like you would think that the highest of all kings, the highest of all gods, the Odin of Fire Emblem Heroes, like the top dog, the peak of the mythology used for Fire Emblem Heroes, would be, I don't know, a little bit better, a little bit cooler, a little bit more inspired. But no, it's just a generic villain. Like, just because he does this doesn't make him interesting. Like, at all. It's more of a massive disappointment more than anything else. Anyway, Defenseman Shackle, okay, that exists now. Covetous One, Pref C, has Kanto Remain, and when the Kanto triggers, you can use Smite. Sure, like Shadow Smite, I believe. At the start of turn, after unit X, or after Kanto, if any foes in 3/3 center on unit, res check. Wait, what? If any foes in that... Oh, no, it's still kind of reverse. If any foes have less res, so basically a res check, inflicts AR7, exposure, and discord to all these units, to all these enemies. If a rally movement skill is used by the unit, deals 1 damage to target ally and grants any bonus effects active to all unit. So it's literally like giving them a syringe of all the bonuses. And grants any bonus effects active on unit to ally for 1 turn. And at start of combat, if a quarter grants AS5 to unit, deals 7, and damage by 7. At this point, 1 just damage by 9. Because, book 9. So you're saying that after the Alfaðör smites someone, to throw down lightning, just use smiting because he's a god, right? You literally inject them with all the bonuses that he has on them. Sure, that's funny. I can say that's funny. See, that's a little bit what I call inspired. it's a little random, but it's actually kind of fun, kind of random. All right, so he has a rally up attack. Wow, I haven't seen that in a while. Rally up attack plus. Okay. And, yeah, okay, Ice Wall, that makes sense. He's a res unit. Not bad. Not expected. Ethereal Gungnir. Oh, because, you know, Odin. I get it, because he's freaking Odin. Odin gets the Gungnir Lance. Even though he's a mage in this one. Anyway, at the start of, after start of turn effects trigger on either phase, with any bonus effects active on foes and allies on the map, 2 units for 1 turn. So in other words, if your opponent has a lot of bonuses, right? You grant all of them to you for 1 turn, so that when you start smiting someone, when you start injecting someone, you literally inject whoever you smited the ability to do the bonuses that all your opponents have. Now imagine if that's one you smited with Citrine, with the power to give like all the bonuses she already has to everybody else. And I believe doesn't she also have like bonuses like they're all just given to her? So Alfaðör smites Citrine, so she gets all the bonuses that all the opponents use. She then just gives it away to everyone else in the party. What's that? What's her name? Tina. I think Tina does something like that too. I think. Anyway, Frozen 3/3 center and unit deals a variable damage based on what the heck? Deals a variable damage as a combat begins. Damage reductions do not apply, and will not reduce foes' HP to below 1. I mean, that's kind of obvious. Like, of course it wouldn't reduce foes' HP below 1, because it's one of those combat begins kind of thing, kind of like what Flared Sparrow does. That I don't think they need to do that anyway. Inflicts all mice are variable, and if foe can make a follow attack, also foes attack and trigger full special inflicts special cooldown count. What was it? Plus the variable divided by 3 before foes combat. What the heck is this? At the start of combat, if quarter grants all plus the variable times 2, deals damage based on res. Damage reduction based on 20% res. And also, units attack and trigger unit special grants cooldown minus the variable divided by 3 to unit for foe's first attack combat, whatever. All of it is depending on all for the variables, depending on the number of bonuses active on unit. So let me get this straight. Okay, let me get it straight. So Alfaðör depends almost entirely on the opponent buffing. So if the opponent doesn't really have much use for bonus effects, and let's say all they do is the more like inflict stuff, then he kind of doesn't really do anything except for being support. And even then, like, he really needs the opponent's buffs to actually do anything of note. So to beat him, you just can't buff yourself until after he's dead. I just explained that faster time than it took for the trailer to actually show everything they need that relate to him. Alright, for the rest of the banner. So for the rest of the banner, we mainly get OCs. Like book 8 and 9 OCs and Elm. And also non-OCs are the Brave units, specifically Brave Byleth and Brave Sharina, and Umalin, just so you can be somewhere, I guess. Okay, so blue, aside from Alfaðör, has Athos and Baldur. Sure, I don't think I have Athos. I pretty sure I don't have Athos. And you know, Ipe is good art. Green, aside from Váli, has Sharina. Has Sharina and who was it? And Umalin. I already have Sharina. I can care less about Umalin, because you have to actually would care about Lin and or Fire from Shadows. And I don't know about Váli. I'm not particularly interested. For red, we got Byleth, Needhogger, and Elm, of which I have Byleth through the free pull. I already have Needhogg. I think I have two of her. I think I have two of her. I don't remember. And Elm is a character I'm just not interested in. And Cullis has Brave Ache, Rune, and Larather, of which I do not have either of them except for Rune because he's a free unit. He's like literally the book unit. So okay, I'm just gonna say this for the final reaction I'm ever going to make. This banner sucks. This banner absolutely sucks. There's nothing all that interesting here. Because Váli is a support unit disguised as an actual, attacking character. And Alfaðör depends entirely on the opponent, buffing before doing. He's more of a reactionary character than a proactive one. I mean, granted, it's not bad to have reactionary characters, but the best reactionary characters are more like, save armors. Which we have Break Ache in this banner, who's probably going to be better than both of them anyway. So I don't know. I just do not. I'm not entirely confident of either of these two. But again, I'm not going to pull on this banner because this banner sucks. I mean, granted, Brave Ache's in there, but Brave Ache's going to be in a lot of banners anyway in the future. So because all the CYL banners do get rerun a lot, so you're going to get your chance to get him if you don't already do. I guess, and I think for Needhogger, I think New Year Needhogger is actually better than regular Needhogger, if you ask me. So in that point, just wait until the New Year banner, when New Year Needhogger comes back, rather than getting this. Elm's not necessary. Unless you really want the 7-slot mythic for Dark, which Váli also is. I mean, if you want Larather, sure, go ahead. I mean, you get Cullis also with Ache. And Lin, honestly, just kind of a whatever character too, to be honest. But again, I'm not pulling for her, so there you go. So yeah, I'm just gonna remove myself from this, to be honest, because yeah, I do not think this is actually a great thing. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in. I just really don't think this is actually all that great. So, but yeah, for the final time here, see you guys later for something else, because I don't know. But I guess we're gonna see the rest of that content. But for right now, I am out of here.